Welcome back to the cryptoworld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now, both Bitcoin and Ethereum are running into important support here in the shorter term, which I'll talk about in just a moment, so definitely stick around. First of all, just giving you a quick update here on the daily Bitcoin chart, and right now, as of recording this video, the price of Bitcoin is still continuing this rejection from this range of resistance coming into play in between 24.3k to 25.2k, once again, still acting as strong resistance on the daily time frame. But as of right now, despite the price getting rejected from this resistance, at least for now, we have not broken the bullish price structure on the daily time frame, because as of right now, we are still seeing higher lows and higher highs on the daily Bitcoin chart. But even though this larger bullish trend is technically still intact as of right now here on the daily Bitcoin chart, of course, we are seeing a bearish divergence play out right now, which is basically resulting in short-term bearish price action, because obviously a bearish divergence, as always, means we're due to see reduced bearish momentum, which usually plays out in the form of either choppy sideways price action or a pullback in the price. And obviously a pullback is what we have been seeing over the last few days, as expected, as one of the most likely outcomes. Once again, I would not be expecting any significant bullish momentum over the next 1 week or so, as I've been saying since up here. So basically, the situation here on the daily Bitcoin chart hasn't really changed since my last video. So if you want to know more information about the daily time frame, then check out my last video on the channel. But zooming into the shorter term, this right here is the 6-hour Bitcoin to US dollar chart. And if you're taking a look at the volume profile indicator, we can see that right now, as of recording this video, the price of Bitcoin is running into this important range of support based on the volume profile indicator. And this is coming into play in between around 22.8k going up towards around 23k. So once again, in that approximately $200 price range right there, that is where I'm expecting support as of right now. But if we end up seeing a break below around 22.8k, then first of all, that would obviously be a short-term bearish signal. But in that case, I would expect a little bit more support right around here at approximately 22.6k. But below that level, then we see quite a drop-off here in the volume profile indicator. And so in that case, a break below 22.6k would likely send us down towards this local low at around 21,500. So basically around $1,000 drop in the price of Bitcoin could be coming next if we first see a break below these support levels, which I just talked about. So for now, these support levels at initially 22.8k to 23k, these are the levels to watch in the shorter term. And in terms of resistance, if we see a bit of a bounce here, then I would expect resistance right here at approximately 23.6k to 23.8k. And above that area just there, if we actually see a breakout back above 23.8k, then we would likely see a move up towards around 24,500, which is the next area of resistance on the chart. But once again, as I've been saying over the last few days, when it comes to the shorter term here on the smaller time frames, I am still leaning more bearish than bullish just in the shorter term, especially while this bearish divergence is still playing out. But obviously that doesn't necessarily cancel the larger bullish trend, because we did actually see a smaller bearish divergence right here a couple of weeks ago, which resulted in a 1-week correction in the price of Bitcoin. And obviously what came after that was another move to the upside, creating a new higher high, which is why I'm saying, at least as of right now, the bullish trend on the larger timeframes like the daily chart right now is not yet broken. But clearly in the shorter term, we are looking more bearish than bullish while we're within a correction, kind of like back here. But anyway, now getting into the Ethereum part of this video, this right here is the daily ETH to US dollar chart. And obviously right now, the price of ETH is continuing with this rejection from this range of resistance in between 1650 to 1.7k. And on top of that, like Bitcoin, it is also playing out a bearish divergence here on the daily ETH chart. So obviously this means that at least in the shorter term right now, we do have a lot of bearish pressure pushing the price to the downside downside in the more shorter term, with major supports here on the daily time frame sitting at around 1.5k. But once again, even though we are seeing bearish pressure in the shorter term right now, pushing the price to the downside, we have not yet broken the larger bullish price structure here on the daily time frame, because once again, we are still consistently forming higher lows and higher highs, at least as of right now. Obviously, if we start to see a confirmed break back below around 1.5k, then that would change the price structure into more bearish price structure. But for now, we are still within a larger bullish trend. It's just in the shorter term, obviously we are looking more bearish than bullish just in the shorter term, while we're seeing this correction, kind of like what we saw a couple of weeks ago once again. And staying on the daily time frame, we are still potentially forming this bullish flag pattern with resistance at around 1.7k and support at around 1.5k. But as always, for this bullish flag pattern to actually confirm and set up the technical price target to the upside, we need to see a confirmed breakout, a clear breakout above 1.7k, which we have not seen as of right now. And now, if you're zooming into the shorter term, this right here is the 6-hour ETH to US dollar chart. And right now, as of recording this video, the price of ETH is running into this important range of support coming into play in between around 1560 to around 1580 approximately. But if we end up seeing a confirmed break below that area of support, then I would expect support at around 1530 to 1540. But below that level, a break below 1530, then we would likely see a drop down towards this local low at around 1470, because the volume profile indicator drops off after around 1530. But at least as of right now, this support is still the immediate support to pay attention to, once again at around 1560 to 1580 approximately. And in case we end up seeing a bit of a bounce from this support, then for resistance, I would expect resistance to begin at around 1620, going all the way up towards around 1670. Basically, that entire price range should be acting as resistance, with most of the resistance here in the shorter term sitting at around 1640 to 1650. And like I said for Bitcoin earlier in the video, and obviously like I've been saying since right up here, I'm still leaning more bearish than bullish in the shorter term, especially while this bearish divergence is playing out right now and we are clearly in a short-term correction. But once again, even though we are looking more bearish than bullish here in the shorter term on these smaller time frames, on the daily time frame on the other hand, we are still technically within this larger bullish price structure, at least for now. Once again, if we break below 1.5k, that could change the story on the daily time frame, but that is yet to be seen. And now, if you want to know how to maximize your profits in crypto, no matter if the price is going to the upside, to the downside, or simply chopping around sideways, then make sure to watch these videos popping up right here on your screen. The video in the top left shows you how to make money if the price is going either up or down, and the video in the bottom left shows you how to make money if the price is chopping around sideways. But anyway, that's everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.